Well, I've arrived at the starting point, and it appears the gate is open, which always leaves the possibility of driving in. But a sign does say no unauthorized vehicles, permission needed, so I think I'm gonna park here. Today's objective is Wickersham, a former lookout and aircraft warning station, but there's a twist. Wickersham has been marked on the top of Anderson Mountain for the past who knows how long on the inventory, the lookout inventory. But in the inventory, they don't give you an exact location. They just show the whole section on top of Anderson Mountain, which is a mile by a mile. And everyone I know that's been up there has not ever found a site. The summit certainly doesn't seem like it's a good site. There's some flat areas up near the summit, but no one's ever found anything. And I've always been suspect that that location was correct, especially since the inventory probably just guessed. I don't know. Then I found that there was an AWS station called Wickersham, and it was not on Anderson Mountain. It was on the neighbor mountain, Lyman Hill, and that's where I'm at now. And it's only about halfway up the hill, just on the side. And I have found photos from the 1940s, and it appears that it's here. And that's about half of what I'm doing. The other option, or the other hope, is that there's another lookout site up here that I found on AWS documents when we were collecting the documents a few years ago at the Seattle Archives. I came across a document that said something about Dempsey Hill, and it's on the north ridge of Lyman Hill, where we're at here. So we're going to go try and solve two mysteries today. Find the exact spot for Wickersham and see if there was another lookout called Dempsey Hill, which apparently had a 10-foot pole platform with no roof, it said. So it was just probably just, again, a platform, not a cab on top of this platform. And aerial photos from the 40s do appear that there was something at this other location as well. So we'll go to those two spots, and if we go to the top of Lyman Hill, that's a bonus. That's a 2,000 plus prominent peak in Washington, and it's always nice to check one of those off. So let's go. Never a good sign. I mean, someone's probably up there. Second switchback, and down lower there was another gate not far after the open gate, and it was locked. It had a sign saying no unauthorized access. I think that was for cars. Plus, the interesting thing about this route is that this entire road is part of the Pacific Northwest Trail. And so I think people walk it all the time. Just past the Wickersham site, it cuts and traverses underneath the summit of Lyman Hill. Now hopefully I'll ride that section today. I think it's an actual trail, maybe an old converted road. But yeah, this is just a slog uphill on a road. Well, I'm on Dempsey Hill, and there's a lot has gone on here. This area is like a staging area, so there's vehicles have been all over here. And the pictures I probably showed right before I'm talking here, that was the beekeeping area. Someone puts their beehives up here. I saw it on the aerial photo, couldn't figure out what it was. And then I came up here, I saw the electric line to keep the bears out of the bees. And it took me a minute to figure that one out. Went around through the woods. I mean, a 10-foot pole tower here is not going to last. So wherever it was probably right in this open area here. It's gone. But I see why they were here. Without the trees, you would have views just like the document says, to the north, northwest, east, would all be views except for to the south, which when it comes out you can see Lyman Hill blocking the way. Well, it's got wet, it's cold, and I looked at the map. Lyman Hill is just too far. I'm just not interested in a P2K today that's that far away. And as wet as I am, I think I'm gonna head back and maybe go to Blue Canyon Lookout if I have time. The gate's open maybe. And I'm also going to go back to Wickersham. I didn't film at Wickersham much because I didn't find anything. And now, looking at my maps and some information I printed, I realized I printed the aerial photo of where I thought it was, and I was looking just off the right spot. So I'm going to head back down there and look a little further to the north. So hopefully I'll find something, because that was disappointing. I really think there's something there. bye.